Eating a late dinner. Ah, Venom. They're solving this well? Ah, Dark Angel. No worries. I know what it's like with a puzzle, right? You see somebody doing something, in particular, it's a crossword and you know the word. You just want to, like, pyramid. Just 9 vertical. Pyramid. I know exactly that feeling. So I'm thinking this might be the only solution. This has a break. This has a dead end. This. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Wow, I'm dense. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this yellow thing we need to rotate towards the blues. So I'm thinking what you're... This is one of those... Let's isolate everything. I wonder... Does that work? No, you want these to be separated from each other. Huh. Oh, I still have this maximized. Let me get that away from you. But there we go. Bokovic. Glad to have you in here, buddy. How are you doing today? We still, of course, have the problem of all the colors. Now, yeah, so that counts. The yellow in there counts as having to be separate from other colors. Ooh, this is gonna make it tricky. Gonna make it very tricky. That's interesting. And that means... Hey, wait, are you conflicting? That's odd. I wonder if this is... Yeah, and now they're not separated. I wonder if I'm gonna need to include the yellow in something. No, these all need to be isolated in one point. Okay. You've heard people talk about the Myst challenging puzzle games. I've never actually played a Myst. I have heard of Myst being a big thing, though. You know what I'm wondering? Why... oh, let's see about separating these. No, so I can absolutely not connect those. In that case, I am wondering how I can ever separate these. Let's try and figure that puzzle out first. How could I isolate something like this from the rest? But this is already a problem because it is now combined with something else. I'm wondering whether I do this by isolating certain components. No, this is already going wrong, but whoa. It's that odd. I don't know why those are flashing though. This is a curious one. Let's analyze. The solution might also be in our surroundings here. Didn't this game's creator work on this? Did he, Dark Angel? That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, though. Hardcore puzzles also doable for more casual player. That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Okay. So, the red is broken there. That's one we already know. So I'm assuming. Let me just do it. I'm assuming that I want this. I wonder if I just do that. Okay. Yep. Nope. problems here. That's done. See, I wonder about Myst as well. From what I remember, what I've heard about Myst is that it is just very hardcore. That is just no holds barrel difficult puzzles. And I kind of like this setup where the puzzles are all solvable. You just need to basically understand the instructions, follow them in the correct order, get the tutorial, that type of thing. Oh, now then. What do we do with here? Particularly since you can now rotate every bit. That makes this rather tricky. Now, one thing I'm thinking is there's 4 here, and then there's the 3 over there. So this would be a solution for those bits. That just means that this one isn't done yet. Now, I could get this done like that. There we go. Oh, that's tricky. 2 separate bits, and then that one. And then 4 and 1 diagonal. Ooh, we're getting into some tough territory here. Now, one thing I'm thinking is I'd like to combine these two to make things easier on myself. Perfectly under to say you played when you were young. Coming back, there are certain things you have vague intuitions about. Nothing made sense, so you never played it again? Yes, Capron, what I've heard about reviews about this game, and a lot of people do indeed compare it to Myst, is that people have said that the problem with Myst was you'd solve a puzzle, you pull a lever on one side of the island, and you'd hear a gate opening with zero clue as to where that gate is, what you're supposed to look for. So from what I've heard about Myst, people have said that it's a whole lot of you solve a puzzle, then you spend an hour looking for the other puzzle that you're supposed to be solving now. No idea about the veracity of those statements, though. Oh, this is tricky, particularly since this one's right here. Now, that one's about that size. So adding the others together would make it like that. But I'd have no way to return to this one and adequately solving that one. If you see what I mean, right? There's as in no way to adequately get back there from this position. Now what if I try and add this? I can rotate those two. So I'd want them to be added there. Oh, wow, that's a tricky one. This is broader. Electricity in this room, so we need to go out and do something else in order to get it. Yeah. Well, Vaden, I'm willing to bet somebody's speedrun Myst somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Oh, I wonder if I could somehow combine the... Oh! Loving this. So what was the thing I did just now? Let's check. I did the 4, but then I combined that. Now I cannot combine it with this one because it would interfere with that edge unless I can go out. Go back. No, nope, nope. Wouldn't work. Ooh. Now here we have a puzzle. Now, another thing I could do is do that, because that's how they can combine. And check out how I can do this one by that. Aha! Perfect. Now I like how this is the first one where they're combining one that is straight with one I can rotate. So that means that, you know, this box has to be straight, but that other one I can add any rotation. But this I already know is required. What can I do with the other one? I could rotate, but then I'd be blocked like that, so that's not possible. Where could I fit it in? Where could I fit the other in is also a question. Ooh. This is tricky, because I want to ideally attach that somewhere so that I can easily get that done, because I cannot close it off like this. Since that is included in this region, it has to be attached. Makes all of this a little bit trickier. So I'm thinking this is the my starting off point, my jumping off point. And Dark Angel, thank you very much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying here. So this is where I need to start rotating and seeing where I can go. Now the problem is that break here in the middle. That prevents me from doing something along the lines of adding this over here. Even adding it like that. So I wonder... I wonder where else I can add it. I need to think of a safe and adequate rotation that doesn't involve that that broken area. Ideally, what other direction can I go? I could... Oh, wait. Here's an idea. Basically, if I don't have this region, then that fits. Yeah, that fits. Okay, so now I need to figure out whether I can rotate this bit. Whether I can get that in there, in the area. That's easier said than done. If I could add it to the other regions, though. If I could attach it somehow, that might be easier. Question is again, what shape can I put it in to have it attached easily? You solve one problem, you get a new one. See, because that is no longer open to us, but let's say, okay, this is set. That now, what if I'd add something like that, I get blocked over there. Vaden, how difficult it was to make the puzzles as opposed to solving them, I think that would be incredibly difficult, let alone making them in such a degree that they build up in difficulty. That would be, I think, the most difficult thing of all. You know what I need? I need a quick drink. I'm gonna leave you like this. I'm gonna be back in a minute. There we go. Less than a minute confirmed. There we go. Yeah, this will probably still be good. Homemade iced tea. Now, our question of the extra rotation of the piece, which sounds like a really difficult way to say, how do we rotate the last bit? You play midness, witness or mist. Midness or whist? Whist. That's a lovely game. Send the input simultaneously to both games and try to beat them at the same time. Now that would be impressive, and that is something I'd love to see. Okay. Now, how do we get that last bit in there? I could add those two bits together. Then you'd have a 4x4 block. Does that fit somewhere though? The 4x4 block would need to intersect with the other one. That's not possible because of this break here, because that 4x4 block would have to be here. Let's just check. That meets the requirements for these two, so that's correct. Sorry about the constant coughing, guys. It's as you can see, that is exactly why I've been holding off on going further right now. Here's the thing. I could put it here. So then I'd need to, and there's our problem already. This would be an out-of solution, except for the fact that I can no longer go to the exit. That does not solve all our problems here. I paid to see that, Dark Angel. Know how to play whist? You're not that skilled. I've never actually played whist myself either. I have a book somewhere in card games though. Should probably be able to figure out how to play. Wonder if this is the correct route. What could I alter? What could I adjust? Can I add or change to improve what I'm doing here? Because I can rotate. I'm thinking of the 4x4. There we go. I can rotate the 4x4. Look at this. I have the 3 over here. I have the 4 over there. It's easier than you think because you could rotate and stack those to here. Lovely. Now, these two feature together into a 3x3. I can rotate that 3x3 and a 1. So I wonder if... wonder how I can connect these two into a 3x3 connected with a 1. See, I could get, let's just image out. I could do a 3x3 over there. I could attach that one over there, but then I'd miss that little bit. So I could do... how am I doing this? I could get a 3x3 over here. How did I do that just now? That would work. I just need to rotate it to end up at the exit. How did I manage that just now? So I'm thinking that this is basically the best way to go around it, is to try and break everything up into smaller problem at all times. Like, what if I indeed do this? That works. See, this is a 3x3 with that attached. But here's our problem. I need to be able to isolate this one. I can't do it from that edge. So what was my current plan here? This works. So can I rotate this so I end up on the other edge? How do I do this just now? Like that. Can I do this from the other direction? Can I rotate this so I end up somewhere here and do that at the end? Let's see. I could do this, and yeah, that is also a valid solution. Breaking things down to smaller problems. Now that's how the cookie crumbles. Wow, Vaden. Wow. Love the reference. Now that's the way the cookie crumbles. Walter Cronkite. I don't even know what Walter Cronkite looks like. All I know is that reference from which one is that? Is that that's the one where he gets God's powers. What is that again? With Morgan Freeman as God. Ah, that was a fun performance. I could also connect it like that. The question is, how would I do that? Nope, I wouldn't be able to because I need to have it touching here. So this is a difficulty. What if I connect? Ooh, Bruce Almighty! Yes, yes, that's the one. That is good. Actually, apparently, with the compressor now added to this one, I could cough right here without blowing your eardrums out because there's a max now. Yeah, the Yahweh themed website joke. That was a very good one, actually. I really enjoyed that one as well. It was nice and subtle. What do I do with this? Maybe I need to think about. No, wait. This needs to be attached to that 3x3 thing. So at the very least, it needs to somehow touch on this, which means that this is potentially also a solution, and that works lovely. Okay, so that activated. Oh, hello. Well, Down into the depths we go. How many lasers activated so far? Dark Angel? 3, I think. Or is it 4? No, 4. Also the one in the back there. So, we're getting there. I have no idea what it does. What the point even is, but we're getting there. Oh. Oh, hello. That's below there. It's like we're stepping into paint here. Doors. Oh, and also let's make sure we pay attention to the one thing, as a general message, the one thing that I do not mind pointing out at all is those little voice recorders that are everywhere that are so tricky to see. If you see one of those, spoil that one for me, that's fine. So that's a -1. That's good to know. So this is a 2, as in you do 4 minus 2. So that means that this is 3, good to know. And this is, there we go. Oh. Okay. How do I do this? This is tricky. Basically, you want like that. Hey, Summeron, good to see you again. Yeah, I was not here on Sunday, last Wednesday. Do you remember a while back, I got a serious case of the flu and I was off for pretty much a week. As it turns out, I didn't get better from that flu, not fully. I sort of got good enough to get going again. But, as it turned out, it developed into a full-on sinusitis on Wednesday. So I was down again until pretty much the end of Sunday. That was, yeah, that was not a fun week. Very sorry about having to cancel everything, though. I'm not happy about that in the slightest. Huh. Wait a second, I could... This would be viable. There we go. What does this... What did this do, though? Oh, hello? Yeah, so sorry I wasn't able to stream on Sunday. I really would have liked to have gone and done the full stream experience there. But I just really couldn't get anything done. Ah. I like these. This looks so mysterious. Did I solve that? Oh, this is a display for the for this up there. I wonder if that'll affect my... By the way, that's got to be an environmental, right? No? Oh, it would need to be the same color still. You can't start like that, but... Huh, I wonder. Oh! Oh, I get it. I'd have to move that around, so I'd have to probably shift that over like this. Wait. Wait. Oh, right. My bad. Probably have to shift this over to move that one in a better position, so that, look at that. Yep. So that the environmental one Secret